37-year-old Halima Salihu and her 3 children reside in Bwari, a local community 2 hours from the capital Abuja. They fled their home in Bama, a rural town in the northeast, after it was captured by Boko Haram back in 2014. Halima's husband was killed during the attacks, and now she struggles to raise her 3 children as a single mother. The cost of living in Abuja is high, and jobs are hard to come by. Quite often, the whole family have had to take up casual jobs in the community to be able to feed themselves. Ever since they moved here, life has been a gamble and education a luxury she cannot afford.
They will just be roaming about all these children, and from there they will be copying bad characters. So I now say, instead of that, for them to spoil, it's better they should go. I now went and explained myself to the principal of the school. He now said to let them be coming. Then, but let me find way to do and come and pay for their registration and school fees and other things. I now said to the ones in primary, the small one is in primary 1, then the second one is in primary 4.
Halima's children are part of millions of children who've had to drop out of school in Nigeria. Poverty is one of the main causes, but insecurity, negative traditional beliefs, and low investment in education are also blamed for the high number of children out of school. The latest survey conducted by the UN and Nigeria puts the number of school dropouts above 13 million children. Most of them are in the northeast, where Boko Haram has waged a rebellion for the past 9 years. The insurgents are violently opposed to formal education. Throughout the 9 years, they murdered thousands of teachers, destroyed schools, and made it impossible for millions of children to access schools.
We need to tackle the major reason for the existence of the dropout, which is the insecurity that we have in the country, because that has actually accumulated or increased the number of dropouts that we have in the northern region. If not for the insecurities, I don't think we would have had such an increment of 3 million. You understand? Because of the insecurity, we've had a lot of internally displaced people. People have run away from their places, and we have them in camps. And in these places, education is not available because they are actually struggling to eat. So where do they go to study?
Besides dealing with insecurity, poverty, and cultural attitudes to education, Nigeria's government is also being urged to significantly increase budgetary allocation to education. Currently, only 7% of the total budget goes to financing education, far below the 26% recommended by the UN. Next year's budget proposal, presented on Wednesday by President Buhari, for the first time made a generous allocation of $1.2 billion compared to nearly $300 million allocated in the 2018 budget proposal. Kelechi Amekalam, CGTN Abuja, Nigeria.